Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin, I would like to invite you into a moment of reflection, because the subject we are about to explore is not simply about buildings, materials, or design trends. It is about something far more personal, far more intimate. It is about the spaces that quietly witness our lives. In every culture, in every generation, across every corner of the world, one idea remains constant: the idea of home. It is one of the first words we learn as children, and often one of the last places we long for in times of uncertainty. A home is where we celebrate our joys, where we confront our struggles, where we grow, and where we remember who we are. Yet despite its emotional depth, the concept of home is not fixed. It evolves. It evolves with time. It evolves with technology. It evolves with the way we live, work, connect, and dream. Today, we find ourselves at a fascinating crossroads in history. Never before have we had so many choices in how we build and design our living spaces. Never before have we had access to such advanced technologies, such innovative materials, and such diverse architectural philosophies. And yet, paradoxically, never before have we felt such a tension between the past and the future. On one side, we have tradition, rich, rooted, and deeply meaningful. On the other side, we have modernity, dynamic, efficient, and forward-looking. This is not just a contrast of styles, it is a contrast of values. It is a reflection of how we see the world and how we see ourselves within it. Are we preserving something, or are we moving beyond it? Are we holding on, or letting go? And perhaps the most important question of all, as we redesign our homes, are we also redesigning our way of life? Tonight, I invite you not just to listen, but to feel, to question, and to reflect. Because this conversation is not about choosing sides. It is about understanding the deeper meaning behind the places we call home. I want you to take a moment, just a moment, to close your eyes and imagine a home. Not just any home, but your home. The place that shaped you. The place where your earliest memories live. Maybe it's the creak of wooden stairs late at night. Maybe it's the smell of your grandmother's cooking drifting through narrow hallways. Maybe it's a porch where stories were shared, laughter echoed, and silence felt safe. Now keep that image in your mind as we begin a journey, one that is not just about architecture, but about identity, memory, culture, and the future. Tonight, we explore a powerful and deeply human question: traditional homes versus modern homes. What do we gain, and what do we lose? What is a home really? Before we compare styles, structures, and systems, we must ask a deeper question. What is a home? Is it walls and windows? Is it design and decoration? Or is it something far more intangible? A home is where we are shaped. It is where values are passed down without being spoken. It is where identity takes root. A house can be built in months, but a home is built over generations. 2. The soul of traditional homes. Traditional homes are more than structures, they are storytellers. They carry history in their bones. They whisper the past through every crack, every beam, every detail crafted by hand. Think about traditional American homes. Colonial houses with symmetrical windows and central fireplaces. Farmhouses surrounded by land and labor. Craftsman homes built with care, wood, and purpose. These homes were not just built, they were lived into existence. They reflect community over isolation, permanence over convenience, identity over trend. In a traditional home, every room has a purpose, and often a memory attached. The dining room wasn't just a space. It was a ritual. The living room wasn't just furniture, it was connection. The front porch wasn't decoration, it was community. Traditional homes invite us to slow down. They remind us that life is not just about efficiency, but about meaning. 3. The rise of modern homes. Now let us step into the present. Modern homes are sleek, efficient, innovative. They represent progress. Open floor plans, smart technology, minimalist design, energy efficiency. Modern homes are built for how we live today. Fast, flexible, and connected. They reflect freedom over formality, function over tradition, innovation over inheritance. Walls come down, spaces blend, boundaries disappear. The kitchen flows into the living room merges with workspaces. Homes become multi-purpose ecosystems. And let's be honest, modern homes solve real problems. Smaller families need less space, urban living demands efficiency, technology requires integration. Modern homes are not the enemy of tradition. They are the response to change. What we gain with modern living. we must acknowledge the advantages of modern homes. 1. Efficiency and sustainability. Modern homes are designed to reduce waste, conserve energy, and adapt to environmental challenges. They are smarter, not just digitally, but ecologically. 2. Flexibility. Life today is unpredictable. Modern homes allow us to adapt, work from home, create multi-purpose rooms, redefine how space is used. 3. Accessibility. Design has become more inclusive. Modern homes consider mobility, accessibility, and diverse lifestyles. 4. Technology integration. From smart thermostats to security systems, modern homes provide comfort, safety, and control. V. What we lose along the way. But progress always comes with a price. And the question we must ask is not just what we gain, but what we lose. 1. The loss of craftsmanship. Traditional homes were built by hands that cared. Modern homes are often built by systems that prioritize speed over soul. 2. The disappearance of meaningful spaces. When everything becomes open, something is lost. We lose the intimacy of separate rooms, the ritual of gathering in designated spaces, the sense of transition between parts of life. 3. The erosion of community. Front porches become back patios. Neighbors become strangers. Modern design often prioritizes privacy over connection. And while privacy is valuable, isolation is dangerous. 4. The fragility of identity. When homes begin to look the same everywhere, we risk losing cultural identity. Traditional homes tell us where we are from. Modern homes sometimes make everywhere feel the same. The emotional divide. This debate is not just architectural, it is emotional. Traditional homes make us feel rooted, grounded, connected to something larger than ourselves. Modern homes make us feel free, efficient, in control of our environment. Neither is wrong, but they speak to different parts of the human experience. One speaks to the past, the other speaks to the future. The 7. The generational perspective. Let's talk about generations. Older generations often prefer traditional homes because they value stability, heritage, continuity. Younger generations tend to prefer modern homes because they value flexibility, simplicity, adaptability. But here's the truth. This is not a conflict. It is a conversation. A conversation between where we come from and where we are going. 8. The illusion of better. We often frame this discussion as a competition. Which is better, traditional or modern? But that is the wrong question, because better depends on what you value. If you value history, tradition is better. If you value efficiency, modern is better. But life is not one-dimensional. We are not one-dimensional. Asher Ickes, toward a balance. So where do we go from here? Do we abandon tradition in the name of progress, or reject modernity in the name of preservation? No. We must build a bridge. The future of housing is not traditional or modern. It is both. We must preserve craftsmanship while embracing technology, maintain meaningful spaces while allowing flexibility, design for efficiency without sacrificing soul. Imagine a home that uses modern materials but honors traditional design, integrates smart technology without losing human warmth, encourages connection while respecting privacy. That is not a dream. That is a responsibility. X, the deeper question. At its core, this debate asks something profound. What kind of life do we want to live? Do we want speed without reflection, convenience without connection, efficiency without meaning? Or do we want homes that tell our stories, hold our memories, reflect our values? Because in the end, we do not shape homes. Homes shape us. Exit, a personal reflection. Let me leave you with this thought. Years from now, someone will stand in the home you live in. They will walk through its rooms. They will touch its walls. They will feel its presence. And whether you realize it or not, you are leaving something behind. Not just a structure, but a story. So the question is, what story will your home tell? Twets. Conclusion. Traditional homes remind us of who we were. Modern homes reflect who we are. But the homes we build today will define who we become. So let us not choose between past and future. Let us honor both. Let us build homes that are not just smart, but wise. Not just beautiful, but meaningful. Not just modern, but timeless. Because a true home is not measured in square footage. It is measured in memories. Ladies and gentlemen, as we come to the end of this reflection, I would like to leave you not with answers, but with awareness. Because the truth is, the conversation between traditional and modern homes will never truly end. It will continue to evolve, just as we do. Each generation will reinterpret what a home should be, guided by its own challenges, its own values, and its own vision of the future. But beyond architecture, beyond design, beyond aesthetics, there is something deeper that must remain constant: the human need for belonging. No matter how advanced our homes become, no matter how efficient or intelligent they are, they must never lose their humanity. They must never lose their ability to comfort, to connect, and to hold the invisible threads that tie our lives together. Because at the end of the day, a home is not defined by how it looks, but by how it makes us feel. Does it welcome us? Does it protect us? Does it remind us that we are not alone? In a world that is moving faster than ever, where change is constant and uncertainty is unavoidable, our homes have become more than just shelters. They have become anchors. And perhaps that is the true challenge of our time. Not simply to build better homes, but to build homes that make better lives possible. Homes that balance innovation with identity. Homes that embrace the future without erasing the past. Homes that are not only designed for living, but for meaningful living. So as you leave here tonight, I invite you to think differently about the spaces you inhabit. Look at your home, not just as a place, but as a reflection of your values, your memories, your priorities, and your hopes. And ask yourself, if your home could speak, what would it say about you? Because in the end, the greatest homes are not the most modern or the most traditional. They are the ones that truly understand the people who live within them. Thank you.